All right, here we go for our open contest. This is a singles match set for one fall. And this is our first Pick Your Poison match of the evening. Introducing first, weighing in at 192 pounds, from the Bronx, New York, he is the face of the franchise. He is Jarett Diaz.
Welcome to FWA Dominion VI. May the 4th be with you, our intergalactic themed extravaganza. I am Jason Heaton alongside the president of professional wrestling, Mr. Phil Stamper.
What a great time it is to be here at FWA Dominion VI. Of course, the face of the franchise, the face of the brand himself, Jarett Diaz.
We are starting off with our first of two Pick Your Poison matches. We know that Jarett Diaz and Griffin McCoy are on a collision course, but before they ever meet each other in the ring, they have chosen personal opposition tonight. Jarett Diaz will now face the opponent
and his opponent
of Griffin McCoy's choosing.
Hailing from the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is Tony Deppen.
Coming from the sweetest place on earth, the completely unstable Tony Deppen is the choice by his longtime friend and ally, Griffin McCoy, to soften up Jarett Diaz. What do you make of this pick, Mr. President?
Well, first I was going to challenge you on being unstable, but then I realized you're entirely right. You don't know what to expect from Tony Deppen, and I think that's half the point. Why else would Griffin McCoy select him to face off against Jarett Diaz?
Before we start, everybody, yesterday was my birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday!
birthday.
I did see that on Facebook.
A raucous rendition of Happy Birthday for Tony Deppen.
I mean, I'm not clapping.
This is the former walkout music used by Jarett Diaz. He has long since abandoned it. But the crowd will not let Diaz forget. And
Tony not sure about a handshake.
Deppen understandably skeptical of the sportsmanship of Jarett Diaz. Clearly he has been watching the program.
Okay, Diaz. I don't know if he's showing respect or mocking Deppen.
Well, Tony Deppen is a wrestling legend, I believe. He is a former Ring of Honor television champion, a highly proficient technical wrestler, and a complete lunatic.
All things are fair. Diaz caught now on that hammerlock. Reversal from Deppen. Diaz back up on his feet, but Deppen rolling through. You mentioned his technical expertise showing off right now.
That is an area that Jarett Diaz has really shown here in FWA. He has been one of the top technical performers, but maybe now, wait a second, Deppen with two.
I think Diaz thrown a little bit off his game.
And Deppen looking to show that he can run rings around Jarett Diaz. Of course, Tony Deppen here on behalf, sort of an advocate or an avatar for Griffin McCoy, who will face Richard Holiday in our main event here at FWA Dominion VI.
And of course, you've seen for the last several months what's been going on between Diaz and McCoy, just antagonizing one another.
Right now, Deppen looking to stretch Jarett Diaz. What do you think about Tony Deppen as a choice to wrestle Jarett Diaz?
I mean, I think it's a very smart move, like you said, very experienced, very knowledgeable, legend in wrestling, and with that technical expertise. Oh, roll up, cover 1, 2.
Deppen almost getting Jarett Diaz for the second time. Great technique on display by the former Ring of Honor television champion.
I mean, what we've seen is just that. Jarett and his, now trying to regain and control his temper by the technical expertise of Tony Deppen. If he keeps it methodical and moving in the way he wants, Diaz is going to become unhinged. And I think that's what McCoy is counting for.
If anyone knows anything about going unhinged, it actually is Tony Deppen. This is a more restrained Deppen than we are used to seeing.
Being rocked with that shot by Diaz, and again, nice uppercut in the corner. Now being whipped in.
It's been a back and forth matchup between two very evenly matched athletic individuals.
Oh, Diaz pushed through, now off the ropes. Comes Deppen, Deppen with that splash.
Deppen now picking up the pace, right to the kisser, and that is where Jarett Diaz is most vulnerable. His very handsome face. We do not want to potentially devalue the face of the franchise.
But is your face of your franchise asking for a timeout on the outside?
He's a multi-sport athlete. Sometimes he gets confused. He thinks that there are timeouts in wrestling, and right now trying to bait Deppen in.
Well, for someone who's trying to make the case that, he's the top guy, asking for a timeout, is that what you do? But right now, changing the pace of this matchup.
That's correct. The title of top guy is really on the line. Jarett Diaz has taken great offense at Griffin McCoy referring to himself as the top guy of FWA. Jarett Diaz looking to claim that title for himself. And if Jarett wins this Pick Your Poison and Griffin doesn't, do you think that makes the case that Jarett Diaz is the real top guy of FWA?
I mean, there is something to be said for that, right? I mean, the point is McCoy and Diaz are two top competitors, especially here in FWA.
But across the wait a second! Almost right on his head and neck, and Jarett Diaz, that is Jarett Diaz's closest attempt so far to getting a 3 count.
Deppen Rock now over on the ropes, trying to gain some motion back in his arm. Uh-oh.
That is the advantage that Jarett Diaz always has, his confidence. He is brimming with vim and vigor. You cannot knock this man from his perch if you took a sledgehammer to the base.
I mean, you're absolutely not wrong. And, again, has to keep in control of that temper. Was trying to take easy shots at Deppen like he is right now, as Deppen's caught over in that corner.
What a statement victory this would be for Jarett Diaz if he's able to defeat Tony Deppen, a regular mainstay all across the Northeast.
Diaz misses Deppen. Deppen coming off the ropes. Oh, and for that knee to the back of the head. Diaz saw it coming.
Both men going for kill shots and both men missing. Maybe the force is with them.
Deppen goes to that Boston Crab, but gets pushed off.
Kip up there.
Oh!
Catches Deppen right in the kisser.
Deppen rock cover, hook of the leg, 1, 2.
Tony Deppen, not only a professional wrestler, also runs a brewery, and if his jaw is broken, he will not be able to imbibe his favorite pint. That is making things very personal by Jarett Diaz.
You can always get a straw.
You wonder if Jarett Diaz hit that specifically in receipt for that hit to the face Deppen got on Jarett. And now Jarett seems to be willing to wait out the count, happy to win by countout instead of submission or pinfall.
He's setting things on his time.
The paycheck comes in the same no matter how you win. And we may be looking at a countout win for Jarett Diaz. At the last inch of a second, Tony Deppen makes his way in.
And Diaz making his way to the top.
Diaz is ready, but so is Deppen. Moving out of the way. This has been a real chess match. For as many moves or strikes as hit, there's been almost as many dodges and misses.
Uh-oh. Diaz catching the boot of Deppen. Deppen rolling over the back.
But you saw Diaz almost grabbing that low-cut tank of Tony Deppen.
Ooh, splash across the upper back.
And now Deppen really picking up the violence and the aggression.
But Deppen, can he capitalize?
Both men down. A lot of damage was done to Deppen early in the match. Has this been enough to reset the table in favor of the sweetest man in wrestling?
Ref up to that 5 count.
Both men slow to their feet, but Deppen seems to be rising a little bit quicker, Mr. President.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
So much pride on the line.
Diaz
here
is up on one knee.
for Jarett Diaz. Does not want to lose, not only not to Griffin McCoy, but to Griffin McCoy's friend and ally.
Oh. Look at these forearm shots.
Great hits here by Deppen and Diaz.
Oh, nice uppercut. Oh, but holds onto the back of the tights.
Wait
But
a second, for the
Diaz
third
cut.
time, and Deppen getting closer and closer to catching Diaz sleeping.
Well, now he might be asleep. Deppen positioning Diaz, tucks his head in that corner.
It's the strikes of Deppen that have proved the difference maker
Oh,
here.
oh.
Kneeing right to the top of the skull of Jarett Diaz. Tony Deppen is on another level.
Deppen charging in. Double knee strike over in that corner.
Deppen wants to send Diaz into concussion protocol. Wait, catches him in the suplex.
But only a 2.
Tony Deppen looks like he thought that might have been enough. He wants a birthday present this weekend, and he wants that present to be a little bit of extra money in the pocket, courtesy of beating Jarett Diaz.
And listen to this crowd just mocking Diaz.
It almost sounds like a funeral dirge.
Forget Duel of the Fates, it's Duel. Wait a minute. Diaz capturing Deppen. Deppen rolling him through.
Deppen had it reversed.
He's charging in. Oh, eats a super kick from Diaz.
Diaz going up. But again, a strike to the back of the head. Diaz is seeing stars, maybe little cartoon birds swirling around his face.
Deppen.
Deppen with that attempt on a second rope superplex.
Diaz fighting out. Oh,
High impact offense!
oh, but Deppen had a little bit of momentum to roll out of the ring.
Diaz not going to let Deppen take a moment to rest.
Oh!
Big dive and crashes into Jarett Diaz.
Wow. Diaz taking out Deppen on the floor.
An explosive wave of offense. You can hear the crowd taunting Jarett, saying Griffin would have had this match won by now. Not sure that that's true.
Oh!
2 count there, but you know that kind of talk gets in the head of Jarett Diaz. Jarett Diaz is a very talented professional wrestler, Phil, but he doesn't always have the psychological defenses.
Can't let that frustration build inside of you, that rage.
It's not just building up. Right now it looks like it's leaking out.
Oh, well, Deppen letting Diaz know how he feels.
Snot rocket right to the face of Jarett Diaz. He's going to have to sanitize extra this evening.
Uh-oh.
Looking to roll the dice. Wait a second. Can Tony Deppen get it?
Oh, so close.
Incredibly close.
Now backslide.
Deppen again. Has gone for so many different kinds of pinning predicaments, and that may have just been to lure in Jarett Diaz for those hardcore hits. Oh, right to the base of the skull, Phil.
This might be it for Diaz. Deppen, look at that face.
If you want to call in an assassin, you could do a lot worse than bringing in Tony Deppen to do your dirty work.
Has his sights set. Target
Wait a
locked.
second. Jarett Diaz utilizing the referee, and now hitting low.
Oh, wait a minute.
And it's academic that Jarett Diaz is going to roll the dice and get the victory.
Jeez.
Your winner, the face of the franchise, Jarett Diaz!
Jarett Diaz bringing out the cap. And so far, Jarett Diaz is the anti-venom to the poison. And Jarett Diaz wants a microphone.
Tony Deppen! Tony Deppen! Wake up, son of a bitch. Tony Deppen, come here. I respect you, Tony Deppen. I do. Despite what any of these people say, I got a brain between my 2 ears. I know what you're about. Unfortunately for you, you've got some very bad friends.
Wait a second, and now Jarett Diaz, this match is over, and Diaz attacking Deppen. Deppen already lost. And Jarett Diaz on top of Tony Deppen. Wait a second, this is completely uncalled for. I have been a big fan of Jarett Diaz, but this is unnecessary.
Oh, no, what's he setting up here?
We need someone to step in. We need something to do something. Wait a second, there's Griffin McCoy. Griffin McCoy was upstairs getting checked out by the commission, getting checked out by the doctor. He's in the main event. He's in the back of the line to get looked at, and that's why Jarett Diaz felt like he could get away with this attack in this moment, Phil.
McCoy checking out. I mean, he's the one that brought in Deppen to face off against Diaz. McCoy checking him out.
The job was not done, and now it is up to Griffin McCoy to defend his own honor later tonight against Jarett Diaz opponent, Richard Holiday. Some respect being shown for Tony Deppen, making his FWA debut and a tough loss and a tougher after effect, courtesy of Jarett Diaz.